in the southeast. Even his lawyer came out and said that Ekpa is a good guy, that the killing in Nigeria still continues. And we've seen what people are saying about Simon Ekpa freedom. What is your take as a guy?
Yeah, glory be to God. I remember humble say one and the only Biafran evangelist. Remember, before now, I told you people one certain time when Steve Bruce, one of the dictator, dictated and he did a research concerning Simon Ekpa, Macron Bruce, thereabout. Then that was last year when this issue started, when he was arrested. The ending of the last year, he said it. That was in the month of December. He said in this case that he have cross-examined it and he discovered that Simon Ekpa is going to win anywhere in the court. Remember, he said it before today that Alexander Levis become the new lawyer of Simon Ekpa. And the same man repeated the same thing that Simon Ekpa was saying. So he himself now has said the same thing. And then this is the third lawyer. Are you getting it? This can Gumeres. He cross-examined the previous ones. And what happened? He said, let's go there. I am with you. You know, in court, I don't know if you are following it up. He has about 19 sons following him to defend him, volunteers to defend him. And you can see what happened today. That Simon Ekpa, for the very first time, ever since this court case started, him smiling. You know, the other, they made that May 13th. You understand? As at that time, when you look at it, you see the way he was behaving like somebody that they put inside coma. They are just bringing out of ice freeze. But today, he appeared differently. He came out warmly, smiling, to the point you see people, all those lovers, the Biafrans in Finnish government, was like taking pictures, smiling with him, taking pictures together with him. And when I look at the call, when I look at everything, I discover that finally, the hero Mahuno is on a smiling face with a smiling character. That definitely and finally, like I've said before, definitely that he's going to win. And finally today, you see what happened. Nigeria with their delegates, the US with their delegates, has finally, with a Pitamba 50 evidence, they have finally fallen out. They have been totally crushed. They have been totally demolished. Remember the other time they have about 3 DOS. One say name na Carlo Isaac. The other one say name na Pastor Udochi. The other one name na Nwokede Williams. So when they came and at the end of the day, cross-examination was given to them and they fall. And the next day of the court, the two that are supposed to appear, because they heard what has happened to those that have appeared, those 3 that appeared, what happened? They refused to come. You know how much Nigeria spend? And do you know how much Nigeria spend every day? These 2 persons or these 2 people, 2 individuals appears in the court, especially the one here in Nigeria, nnamdikanu. Do you know how much Nigeria spend? Because Nigeria is a country that don't know the value of money. They don't know the value of resources. They don't know how to channel it or where to channel it in order to generate more. They are just good in doing what? In extravagant spending, ravishing the resources and the blessings of God that God Almighty has given to us. Because we did not struggle to get it. That is why they are ravishing it like that. But glory be to God. So far, so good. We have won. Not just winning, but we have won. Because it has become a past tense. Yes. Simon Ekpa, I repeat again. Simon Ekpa, the PM himself, is going home. You can see the smile on the faces of everyone that appears in the court today. Out of the courtroom, smile, jubilation all over. Don't you see his step of dancing again? Because he has completely not just destroyed, but demolished Nigeria with their evidence. And so those that come to witness, they have been completely demolished. Just the same way Israel pounded Iran. That is the same way Simon Ekpa pounded Nigeria and their false witnesses.
Anyway, I'm an Igbo man, and there was never a time in history Igbo man was tagged or proscribed as a terrorist tribe. So what we are saying is that Igbo man has never been proscribed and can never be terrorist. Ekpa, from onset, all the accusation against Ekpa is nullified, you know, and Ekpa is vindicated. It is a winning streak as he continued the first day he went to court. It is the same winning streak. And I'm telling you, today, people have already begun to cluster around the court, where Simon Ekpa's legal team will have face-off with Finnish legal team, finally. And we've seen that actually, what has actually transpired today, already as I'm talking to you now, because I know that the proceeding has, started. Ekpa is victorious. There's nothing actually indicated that Ekpa is going to lose. There is shame already on the Igbo testifiers, the ones that masquerade themselves, from Finland to come and nail Ekpa, and the rest 4 incarcerated. You could see how disgraceful it was for those testifiers, which actually indicated that Ekpa is free. And we should write it down in history that Ekpa has defeated Nigeria in Finland. Actually, the offense in question was committed in the southeastern Nigeria by some criminals, political, opponents fighting themselves using local vigilantes and the criminals to fight themselves. And all of a sudden, federal government of Nigeria group Mazi Simon Ekpa, that is the one, sponsoring or fueling this sage or spate of bloody criminalities going on in southeastern Nigeria. But I can see what has transpired so far when Bianca Ojukwu, Mama Biafra, who's supposed to keep that fire glowing, set by his husband. Instead, Bianca is killing that fire of Biafra, quenching it, because she has actually collected peanuts from APC juggernauts. This current administration has gone too far to destroy Igbo man. But you can see that we stand gidigba, resisting them with all we have. And I can tell you that Biancono has lost out in Finland. Ojo, the so-called Minister of Interior, has disgraced himself in Finland. Because actually his testimony and witness could not stand for want of substantiated evidence. No, Bianca, CDS, Ojo, the Minister of Interior, all of them failed woefully in Finland to do what? Come forward with substantiated evidence. Simon Ekpa committed such. We've seen Ekpa in flying color and Ojukwu's wife disgraced out together with Interior Minister Ojo. The rest of the Igbo masquerade or masked testifiers, they have actually lost out. So that's why Ekpa's winning streak spontaneously or simultaneously collided with nnamdikanu's winning streak. So both of them are alike in nature and being tried within same crime, which is not serious. Because if you ask me, I will tell you it's not even crime because it's not a traceable felony in Nigeria or any other part of the country outside Nigeria for one to agitate for self-determination. It is no crime. It is not treasonable felony. People that are stealing our public funds are the one committing treasonable felony. It is within or embedded in Nigerian constitution. If you mismanage public fund, you are the enemy of the state. So trying people that actually committed treasonable felony, you that siphon our public funds should be tried too. Both are same. But you can see these two. They are agitating for their right. What they are doing is within the umbrella of the law. Legality. United Nations Charter actually allows it that everybody at least could agitate for self-determination or realization. Then again, within all the countries of Africa, it is embedded. They are all embedded on their constitutions that you have right, I have right to agitate for my right, for emancipation of my nationality, which of course, you know, Kanu was actually doing same. Simon Ekpa was actually agitating and even defending his tribe. The tribe, everybody understand, is his tribe in Finland, is Igbo tribe. And Simon Ekpa has not contravened any international law or local law while actually defending, you know, his tribe against the Fulani dangerous militia. See, what is actually happening in Finland now is a final celebration of the Biafrans in diaspora and within Nigeria. Simon Ekpa has actually defeated. A winning streak actually has taken over, enveloped both Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu, who has been accused of importing a Biafran radio transmitter. Ask me if it is an offense, bomb and the pump action. Ask me when did nnamdikanu import pump action or bomb. And this case has actually left Supreme Court of Nigeria, which has never happened in the history of this country, to DSS headquarters in Abuja. It is uncalled for. It is an illegality of highest order. James Omotocho has failed Nigerians. He has failed Department of Judiciary. All his legal pedigree and integrity gone. James Omotocho is not doing the needful. He has actually dragged his legal certificate and integrity on the mud. Poto. James Omotocho and Arimo Mowolo, that federal government, yes, federal government lawyer or whatever, they are all unstable, chameleonic, and let me say, unstable human beings. They are not right at all. They are the ones that are very, you know, that are even contravening the law, you know, infringing on nnamdikanu's court right, because you don't have to transfer a case that is in the competent, you know, court, as in law, to DSS headquarters. It is an aberration, it's an abomination. It is so strange and unique. We've never had such, you know, case in Nigerian history. Court should be court. Department of Judiciary should be there. DSS is another platform entirely overseeing the security affairs or homeland security within the states of the Federation. Why trying to make the DSS headquarters or DSS themselves an embodiment of judiciary? So if you look at this case from this angle, you will actually find out that James Omotocho has actually deviated from doing the needful. He has turned his back on the epitome, let me say, monument that, you know, Department of Judiciary, you know, epitomizes. It is not right for him to transfer this case from court to DSS. It is uncalled for. It is an illegitimacy of the highest order. It is an illegality of the highest order as well, thereby infringing on the human rights, fundamental human right of nnamdikanu. It is never done before, especially whereby case has transferred from court to DSS quarters, meaning Tinubu has actually paid the judge, paid the federal government barrister or lawyer, and even the court as an embodiment of law to rubbish nnamdikanu. I think it is the right time that the legal team of nnamdikanu should begin to militate, to fight this kind of menace. It is a menace indeed, and a lacuna of law, because we don't have to at least paint what is wrong right. DSS headquarters is for the Department of State Security, you know, operatives. It is not for anything adjudication or constitutional review, you know, in Nigeria. It is the court. So if you ask me, I will tell you that Omotocho James has actually deviated from following this case with due process into, you know, a rubber stamp as the court, Nigerian court represents. He is a rubber stamp, meaning that he's a stooge to Tinubu. The barrister that led the federal government team is a stooge. He has actually bastardized the monument, the let me say, what Nigerian law or constitution at least epitomizes. It is not supposed to at least ask for the court to transfer the case to the DSS headquarters. DSS headquarters, is it Supreme Court? Supreme Court is bigger than any court of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria. It is the Supreme Court. Is DSS facilities above the Supreme Court? That is the case. Kanu, in the first place, if you ask me, is not supposed to leave court for DSS facilities. I think Kanu's legal team should do something about it.
Okay, but Ekpa lawyer, Kagome said the persistent or the rising killing in Nigeria still persists. That Simon Ekpa is never a terrorist. That just look at what happened recently in Benue, where the Fulani terrorists fired or killed another 200 persons, and this brought global attention to Nigeria. Even the Pope came and talked about this, that Ekpa is not a terrorist. What is your take as regards?
Are we talking about only Ekpa? Ekpa and nnamdikanu are not terrorists. We've seen how Fulani Janjaweeds, sponsored headers are buying, various farmers on their farmlands, attacking, buying various communities in Benue State, in Taraba State, in Plateau State, in Enugu State, and even in Imo State. So what we are saying is that the terrorists we know are the Fulani headers. The bandits are the same Fulani militias. Buying, killing people, abducting people on religious purpose, for religious purposes. It is not for nothing that someone has been kidnapped, someone has been killed, because he could not recite Quran. You will actually find out that they are doing it for religious purpose. And the nnamdikanu and Simon Ekpa are people we know, of course, that are agitating for their right. The government of Nigeria should at least channel all their aggression to fighting bandits and the Fulani.
What a wonderful question, the anchor of this good platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Kanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about this. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the outside man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angobula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too.